Good morning. Well, this morning I was thinking, I opened my Bible and I knew they were in there, but pictures of my grandmother, and I put them in there yesterday. And I said, you know what? It was in Proverbs 7 and chapter 7, actually it's chapter 8. And I said, well, I'm going to read. They were just sitting there, and I saw the word, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. And my grandmother meant a lot to me. She did. I mean, she's an amazing woman. I miss her. And so I am book of Proverbs. I'm going to start on actually 8, chapter 8. Good morning. Like I said, not too. Some of these words are difficult. Some of them are difficult to me pronounce, but if you want to follow along with me, you're more than welcome. This helps me actually read my Bible more, and I just good morning. Proverbs 8, verse 1. Doth not wisdom cry and understand put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places by the way in the places of the path. She crieth at the gates in the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O man, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and you fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. Abomination. All the words of my mouth are righteous. There is nothing for to preserve in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth the right, to them that find knowledge. Receive my instructions, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. A wisdom dwell with prudence, and find out knowledge of witty inventions. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and ignorance, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom I am understanding. I have strength. Be my kings reign, and my princes decree justice. But my princes rule, and nobles, even on the judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I lead in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will find their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his ways, before his works of gold. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains bounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth. While as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepareth the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the waters should not pass, his commandment, when he appointed the foundation of earth, then I was by him, as one brought up with him, and I was daily in delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights are with his sons of men. Now, therefore, hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instructions and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For those findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his soul. All that they hateth my love me love death. Wisdom, this is Proverbs now chapter 9. Wisdom hath built her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beast. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in haste. As for him that wanteth understanding, she said to him, Come eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a plot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instructions to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase it in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. For if thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is glamorous. She is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn in either. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she said to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. All right. As read Proverbs chapter 8, 9, and now I'm reading chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. Treasure of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famous, but casteth away the substance of the wicked. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent make rich. He that gathereth in his summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Blessed are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall not. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walketh upright walketh surely, but he that preventeth his way shall be known. He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall. The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sin. In the lips of him that hath understanding wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Wise men lay upon knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. Destruction of the poor is their poverty. The labor of the righteousness tendereth the life. The fruit of the wicked to the sin. He is in the way of the life that keepeth instructions. He that refuses reproof heareth. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth slander is a fool. In the multitude of wars there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. The tongue of the just is as choice silver. The heart of the wicked is a little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but desire of the righteous shall be granted. As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteousness is an everlasting foundation. As vinegar to the teeth, as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. The hope of the righteous shall be glad, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom, but the forward tongue shall be cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh proudness. So chapter 8, 9, 10, and I'll read chapter 11. From what I get from chapter 10, don't be wicked, because wicked is going to be not good. And one that speaks of true, the one that speaks the truth is going to win. And false is basically Satan, and the truth is God. And it's pretty obvious there, common sense. So I take it of this is, I think we all know right from wrong, and so definitely be on the Lord's side. So I will see. Said I done Proverbs 10. Now I'm reading Proverbs 11. Proverbs 11. Chapter 11. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. With pride cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteous delivered from death. The righteous of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. So right there, the righteous of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. So wickedness is downhill. How I look at it. Verse 6. The righteous of the upright shall deliver them, not transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perish. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. And a hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge shall he just be delivered. So the hypocrite in his mouth destroys the neighbor. So like bad rumors, trying to make your neighbor look bad, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. So knowing the truth and telling the truth is always better. And So, verse 10. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the blessing of right, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor. Okay, there you go. Void of the wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. So, even if you want to lash out to your neighbors, it's better to hold on and let the Lord take care of it. Man of understanding holdeth the peace. Thankfully, I got awesome neighbors. I don't have to deal with that problem, so I'm blessed. Verse 13, a talent bearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit conceal the matter. Wow. It's just right there. Wow. Don't be a talibear, reveal secrets that are not supposed to be revealed, and a lot of times that'll come back and haunt you, or, unless it's, anyways. Don't be a tattletale. Verse 14, where no counsel is, first of all, I have been a talibear in my past, so I'm not innocent, but, just don't be one. Like from the Bible says. So back to where where was I? Faithful spirit concealed. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in a multitude of counselors there is safety. He that is surely for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hateth superstition is sure. A gracious woman retaineth honor, and strong men retain riches. The mercy man doth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel trouble his own flesh. The wicked work a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. Righteousness shall be a sure reward. He soweth righteousness. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursues evil pursueth it to his own death. So don't be evil. They that are of forward heart are an abomination to the Lord, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. As a jewelry of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. They're right there. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectations of the wicked is wrath. Wicked is wrath, which is a bad. Desire of the righteous, desire of good, is only good. So that was chapter 11, verse 23, 24, verse 24. There is that scattereth and yet increases, and there is that withholdness more than is meet. But it tendeth to poverty. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessings shall be upon the head of them that selleth it. So, withholding the corn, the people shall curse him, but the blessing shall upon the head of him that selleth it. He that diligently seek good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief shall come unto him. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. It's wow. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. That's so Proverbs, book of Proverbs, chapter 8, 9, 10, 11. I will read one more. Chapter 12. Wow, this is amazing. Whoso loveth instructions loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. It's something there. A good man obtaineth favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will be condemned. Oh, that is so that is so true. Obtaining favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. So the wicked is like, I look at it as the devil, and so you're trying to get advice from the devil, and I'd rather get advice from the Lord. That's how I look at that one. So verse 3, a man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteousness shall not be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. Right there. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. Righteous, the Lord; the wicked, the devil. Is deceit. All right. Verse 6. The words of the wicked are to lie and wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. Same thing. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom, but he that is of perverse heart shall be despised. He that is despised and hath a servant is better than he that honoreth himself and lacketh bread. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. The wicked desire the net of the evil men, but the root of the righteous yieldeth fruit. There you go, the wicked, then you get the righteousness. The wicked is snared by the transgressions of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. Wicked is snared. But the just shall come out of trouble. Just is the Lord. The wicked is snared. Verse 14, a man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands shall be returned unto him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto the counsel is wise. Fool is right in his own eyes. So in his mind, what he sees, he thinks is right, but he that hearkeneth unto the counsel is wise. The counsel hearken unto the Lord, and shall be unto him like counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. Right there. He that speaketh the truth, it showeth forth righteousness. The truth. But a false witness is deceit. Kind of false. You're giving false information is going to have deceit. That's how I look at it. Verse 18. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. There you go. It speaketh like the piercings of a sword. Some speaketh, and it comes like false, like the piercing of a sword. But the tongue of the wise is health. You speak truth, honest, wise and health. Verse 19, the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Dog barking. I'm back again. My dog Daisy is barking at the mill. So where were we? Verse 18, there is that speaketh like the piercing of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. Verse 19, the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. So speak the truth, established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There you go. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil. Evil, deceit. But the counselors of the peace is joy. You feel good. When you say something evil and not good, you feel, but you see the peace and bring joy and smiles to people's face. It is just, peace is joy. Verse 21, there shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Right there. There shall no evil happen to the just. Just is right, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. It's like, wow, yeah. It's right here. Right here. Verse 22, lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. There you go. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of a fool proclaimeth foolishness. Yeah. Verse 24, the hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the sloth shall be under tribute. Every verse is like, wow. 24, verse 24, the hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the sloth shall be under tribute. Verse 25, heaviness in the heart of a man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. Good. Heaviness in the heart of a man maketh it stoop. Heaviness is like not good, and it maketh it stoop, which is not good. But a good word maketh it glad. Something positive. Verse 26, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. Back to the neighbor situation. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. The sloth man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. Sloth man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. Verse 28, in the way of the righteousness is life, and in the pathway therefore there is no death. The way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. It's powerful. So, Book of Proverbs, chapter 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. So, it's amazing. I put these in there, pictures of my grandmother. And I opened the book, and wow. And my grandmother was always faithful in the Lord, and And one day I will definitely see her again. And I just, it was definitely meant right here. And I look at it, evil is bad, good, righteousness is good. So the Lord, you want to be on the Lord's side, not the devil's side. And these few chapters and verses I read, truly amazing. This was a blessing. I hope it was a blessing to y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.